Hello and welcome to the channel. It's been a long day. I've been gone all day, so I look like it. So don't judge. But I'm in the garden. I've been home for a little while. I unloaded the car and I want to talk to you all about what I got today and show you from the nursery. So if you'd like to see the few things that I picked up from the nursery and where I'm going to put it, and come along with me as I put it in the garden, stay tuned. Today was nursery day. I went to the nursery, a couple nurseries, and I picked up a small little container of a couple of different things. Sorry, y'all. I feel like I got something in my eye. The wind is blowing. Got a couple things at the nursery today. One is a repeat plant, not because the original plant is dead, but because I think I want to bless my sister with one of them. And so I'm going to put them both in the greenhouse and let them live in there for a year. And then next year, I'll see which one will be the right specimen to give over to my sister. So I'm going to plant that up in the greenhouse. And I'll take you guys along with me. Today might be a long video. I do apologize. Stay tuned and watch it all if you'd like, because today we're going to go over what I got from the nursery and we're going to plant some stuff up. So let's get in the garden because it's already after, it's after 6 o'clock. I've been sitting here for a while, y'all. Let me get moving because it's going to be dark by about 8:17. So I have things to do. Let's get in the garden. Let's start over here. I picked up some coconut coir. I reused my plastic bag, my plastic soil bags, and so I have them over here. The ones over here are full of wood chip, and the one behind this one is full of the soil that I picked up from the landscape place that's used for creating my containers. And the one that's on the ground that this is sitting on has the last little bit of my coconut coir, and it's the exact same coconut coir that you see here. I no longer buy it online. I try to buy things local if I possibly can. And so I'm just going to open up the bag and put the brick inside of this bag here. And then I'm going to fill it up with rainwater and let it just sit overnight and expand. So all I do is just open it up, take the brick out, try not to spill any of the little bits and pieces that are in the bottom. I put the brick inside of the store-bought soil bag, take the last little bit that was in here, pour it inside, and I'm going to get just some rainwater from my rain can and fill it up with water. Rainwater in a trash can over on the side of the house. So I just fill it up. Whatever I recycled, this is just a fabric softener container I've recycled, and I just pour it in there until I feel as if I have enough water. I fold the bag over and these are the goodies that I picked up from the nursery today. And my lemongrass is taking its slow, sweet, adorable little time coming back. I have one, and I'll show you. Actually, I think I have three. This is a container that I had lemongrass in last year. It is coming back. It's not completely all the way coming back. There's some death in there, if you all can see. Right in there, that section is dead and not coming back. I just got a little bit right here, but that's fine. Over in this container, this one is not coming back, but it appears that I may have some peppers that might have inadvertently fell in here. So I need to take those out and find a place for them to be, because I don't want peppers growing in here. I'm going to put either another lemongrass or I'm going to put probably a rosemary. More than likely, I may put rosemary. Don't know. We shall see. Also, lemongrass that I had growing in here last year, I had 5 stalks of lemongrass and I only see a little bit coming up in the center. So I'm going to see if those are alive. If they're not, I'm going to take them out and I'll put some lemongrass in there that I purchased. I thought I had one that was coming back, but it doesn't appear that anything is coming back in here. So I'll be putting some lemongrass in here. Lemongrass is very good for teas, for cooking, for putting in your rain barrels. It's supposed to help to deter mosquitoes, as well as it smells really good when it's dried and you put it in your fire pits. I love the way it smells. So lemongrass. I picked up 4 lemongrass babies. Those will be going into the containers that I just showed you all. I was going to flank the patio with lemongrass, but I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm only going to put lemongrass in one of those containers and put maybe rosemary in the other one, because the other one stays a little drier and rosemary likes more of a drier environment. I picked up 2 rosemary babies, so I'll be putting rosemary in the garden. I want rosemary for seasoning, as well as just because I like the way it smells. And then I picked up 4, is it 4? Yes, I picked up 4 lavender plants. I've never grown this particular lavender. It's called Super Blue. And I want to put this in the front of the house, in the ground. I'm not sure if I want to do that right away, or if I want to put this in the greenhouse. I think I'll take my chances and just go ahead and stick it directly into the ground. It looks like when they up potted this, you can tell there's like a little plug there. A little, can you all see that? Where they up potted this. So they didn't do the best of jobs. And it doesn't appear that there's a more than one in here. There might be more than one baby. I'm hoping there is, because I do want to split these and get them out and about, but it doesn't appear that they are. But you can tell when they up potted these. They didn't do a very good job of putting them in the soil. But I got 4 lavender plants, and I picked up, I hope you all can see, I picked up a baby bay laurel. This is another bay laurel. It's a pretty big one. Can you all see that one? I took my other bay laurel out into the garden and put it in a container. It didn't like its life. I'm going to spray this one down. I don't like the leaves now that I'm looking at it. I hope it doesn't have disease. I'm going to spray this one down and leave it out of the greenhouse. I'm going to quarantine this one because I'm not sure if I like the look of those leaves. I'm hoping that that's just soil and not disease. Oh, I'm dumping stuff on the ground, but we shall see. I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to leave it out somewhere where it's quarantining and not possibly infecting anything in the garden, because I don't like those leaves. But that's what I picked up at the nursery today. And so I'm going to be potting up. I'm not going to take the lavender. I'm not going to show you me potting up the lavender, because that's going to go in the ground in the front of the garden. But I am going to pot up the rosemary and the lemongrass. And I brought some containers out of the shed, because I was going to pot up, or I am going to pot up that bay laurel. And I brought a container out. Let's push this back so you all can see. I brought a container out, and I don't know if it's going to be a nice enough container as far as size is concerned. Oh yeah, it gives a little bit more room, not a lot, but just a little bit more room to up pot this in. That way it can grow a little bit bigger. I do want to up pot this, but not like too much. It doesn't appear to have any roots growing out the bottom. This is it just says bay laurel. It doesn't tell me what size it is. I don't see the size on the tag. 2.4 liter, 2.5 quart container is what that is. And so I'm going to up pot it into here, and then I'm going to quarantine it. So we're going to get this off the table, put it on the ground. I don't like the look of those leaves. And then we're going to get that put away. So let's do that. Let me get my gloves and let's get some stuff put away. You all know I use my table as a potting bench. And so today is no different. This is the pot that I had the lemongrass in, that it doesn't appear to have come back from last year. So I'm just going to root around in here. I did cut it back, not too far down, but I did cut it back like I did all my lemongrass. It smells so lovely. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these clippings, and I'm going to go and put it in. Let me go put this in my chimney, and I'll be back. Lemongrass puts down a lot of roots, and these roots look halfway decent, some of them, but there's nothing in the top growth. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these roots in a container and see what happens. See if anything grows. I don't think it will, but it's always a possibility. Never count anything out. So I will put those in a container. I've got beautiful worms in this pot. Beautiful worms in this pot. Oh, grub. We're going to get him out. There we go. I can't go anywhere without finding grubs, y'all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. There's another one. Another one. There we go. And toss that out. Okay, so I'm just moving the soil around. There is a wood chip in here. It was on the bottom. I have some soil down here near my feet. I am going to just add a little bit of this soil with perlite in it. There is no nutrients. This is the soil that I got from the landscape place. It's supposed to be a garden soil, but I don't know how great it is. So I'm just going to mix it in with what's already here. Hopefully I'm not stabbing my worms. And of course I have my fertilizer in my little container over here. And I just put some in here so it's not mixed up. So let me mix it up real quick. And if you're not familiar with what I use, this is a Osmocote, a azomite rock dust, bone meal, blood meal, and some Dr. Earths because they had it on sale. Or I don't think it was on sale. I just think it was the summer price at Costco. So I just got a big bag of that. And I'm just mixing it up. Be careful because it's windy. If it's windy in your area, you don't want to inhale this. Anything dry, you don't want to inhale it. And so I am standing away from it and it's blowing it away from my face. So I'm just going to pour some in here like this. I'm going to be liberal because I tend to not use enough fertilizer, I think. And so sometimes I think my plants suffer because I'm not using enough fertilizer. So I'm just going to mix this up a little bit like so. There we go. Oh, was that a grub? Oh, yep, sure was. Out you go. Out you go. Toss him all the way out. There we go. Okay, so what did I say I was going to put in here, y'all? Lemongrass. Almost forgot lemongrass. So I'm going to go around. I'm not going to reach around you. I'm just going to walk around this way, get out of the shot, and I am going to put some lemongrass in there. Just like that. I'm only going to put, do I want to put one? No, I want to put two. I'm going to put two in here and two in the other one so that it'll fill in nicely. This is a really nice size pot. And I already have one growing back in the container over there. So I am just going to put two in here. I had a couple of sprigs that I got from the Asian market. You all don't have to buy lemongrass plants. This is grown from seed more than likely. I had gone to the Asian market and they had lemongrass there. That's what was in this container originally. And I'm going to save this for starting seeds in late summer. So I'm just going to break this up a little bit. Just tease them up a little bit and then stick it in there like that. And then firm it around just like that. Just like that. So you can go to your local Asian market and get lemongrass. Just make sure that it has a bit of root on the bottom and then it will grow for you. I don't know how well these will grow because I do believe these were grown from seed. But because I was at the nursery and I didn't want to go to that side of town, to the Asian market, because it's not where I was, I went ahead on and spent the extra money and got these. I still do have, of course, what I got from last year. You all just saw that I picked up from the Asian market. And we'll see how they fare. So I am going to top this with some wood chip, and we're going to get this back out in the garden, and we'll water it in. Now this lemongrass has one in here that is coming back, And because the roots are so strong, they are holding on. They don't want to come out. This has a lot of roots. And as you can see, the roots are kind of looking like that they might grow something, but they weren't doing anything. They're just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. The tops are completely dead. So I wanted to take it out. I don't want to sit around and wait for something to grow and it's not going to, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, getting soil in my face. Sorry about that, y'all. And it doesn't come to anything. So I just want to make the best use of my containers and what's growing in them. Now this had some Dr. Earths on top that did not break down. It just kind of sat. So I'm just trying to mix that in. And I don't want to mess with this one over here. You all can't see it, but it got turned around because this soil is full of roots. And I see that's hard, but the top wasn't pushing anything out. I'm going to replant some of these roots and see what happened. But for now, we're going to leave that one alone because that one is definitely growing. And we're going to take this out. And as you can see, it puts down a lot of roots. That one, squishy. It's squishy. You don't want that one. All right, so I still have this one here that is growing from what I got from the grocery store last year. So what I'm going to do, and I'm just moving the soil around, breaking up that Dr. Earths. Like I said, that Dr. Earth sits on top of the soil like it is a mulch. I like it, but I don't like it for that reason because it sits on top of the soil. So I'm going to put a little bit more soil in here. Again, this is perlite, coconut coir, and that soil I got from the landscape place. So we're just going to top it up like that. We're going to put some fertilizer. And if you hear that noise, someone's car alarm is going off. I do apologize, you guys. But that's the sounds you hear when you live in an urban, suburban area. Even though there's really not a whole lot out here. We're just now trying to put some things out here. Businesses and whatnot. All right, so this one has one in here. So excited to see it. Got that soil in there like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that other one over here. I was going to put two, but I'm not. I'm going to take that fourth one over there, and I'm going to put it in the first pot that's on the patio. I'm just going to put this baby in this one. And that way I will have 3 containers that have lemongrass in it. And I will keep this, and I will mix that up, move it a little bit. That way it knows it can branch itself out. And I'm just going to place it in the pot like that and push it down and settle it in. Move that soil around it. And there we go. I've got 2 new babies in here. I'm going to top this up with some wood chip. I'm going to get this over flanking the cattle panel. And I will water these in. So we're going to move on to what I'm going to plant next, which is that last lemongrass over on the patio. Because the roots on those other plants gave me a little bit of resistance, I am indeed going to pot those up just in case those roots can possibly give me more lemongrass. I would rather have more lemongrass than no lemongrass. So I'm going to place those in containers, and I am going to see if they'll grow for me, because I would love to have more lemongrass. Can never have enough, in my opinion. I love the way it sways in the wind. So I just put a little bit of fertilizer in this container. I'm just digging down a little bit, trying not to disturb the roots of the one that's in here. I've already hit it a little bit, so I'm trying to be ginger about it. And I'm just gonna, like the other one, take it out of the pot. And again, this is what I got from the grocery store last year. It was just a sprig of lemongrass, and I just put it in some water, let it get some roots, and let it go. Put it in some soil after it rooted, and Bob's your uncle. I had lemongrass, and it grew very well for me. So we'll see how this grows from seed. I don't know if it'll be as prolific and strong. It looks different. It looks like it's, I guess maybe because it's a baby. I don't know. I'm gonna put this wood chip back on top that I took out. I like to keep wood chip on my containers because it keeps moisture in the soil, and in the environment that I live in, it's important to have moisture in your soil, because if you don't, you will end up watering a ton and your plants will probably die on you if you don't. Let me get a little bit more wood chip, and that's it for the lemongrass. I want to put rosemary in this container right here. And how I know the lemongrass that was over here was dead is because the tops came up so easy, a whole lot easier than the tops for the other plants. They gave me some resistance, and I have to be careful because I put um, some citronella over here, and I've got, I don't know, nothing here, just an old root. I normally don't take the roots of things out, but I want to put the rosemary over here. So I just want to move some things back. And if I feel a root of something, then I'll take it out because I don't want it to interfere with what I'm planting. So we're going to take that out, put it down there. I've had a few things growing in here over the years, and I have not taken the roots of those out. So I just want to clean it up just a little bit and save as much soil as I possibly can. And this soil is moist because I watered, and I've got, I can see I have a water bottle down there. So I did do a hugelkultur method in this container as well, like many of my others. Actually, no, that's not hugelkultur. That was self-watering. But let me go over here and get the fertilizer. Oh, it was right down by my feet, y'all. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. So I'm going to put some fertilizer in there. I've already fertilized this, and I do apologize. I'm right here next to the wind chimes, so you are going to hear the wind chimes. If you don't like wind chimes, then my garden videos are not for you. I enjoy the sound of wind chimes, and I have them in the front of my house as well as in the back. This one was a Mother's Day gift to me. My baby bird gave me that when he was in the 5th grade, and we were moving around as many military family members did or do, and I never put it outside, but I finally put it outside when I moved into this house, and it took less than a year before the sun to damage it. It looks horrible, but I can't throw it away. I love the sound of it. So that's that. Now let's see, where's the rosemary? Here we go. So I do my best to keep that poor little beat up wind chime up because my baby bird gave me that. Let's see. So this is a Spice Island rosemary, if that makes any difference. So I'm just going to place a tag right there, and I'm just going to pop it out. And I'm going to put both of them in here because, and I'm not going to plant it deep down. I'm going to mound up the soil because I do have a water bottle down there. And I'm not going to plant it deep because I don't believe that rosemary, they don't really like a lot of water. And so I don't want them sitting in a lot of wet soil. So I'm just going to wiggle it in. I just broke a leaf off. Ah! And I'm trying, of course, not to destroy what I have in here already. I tend to overplant things, y'all. So we're going to take that tag and put it back there. And I'm going to push it down just like so. And I'm hoping to have a rosemary plant. And this is just some stuff from out of the vacuum cleaner. Y'all, you can put your vacuum cleaner stuff in your garden. I was vacuuming up and it's got all kinds of stuff from the vacuum cleaner. So I'm just going to put that right around here like that. And use that to keep it moist, just like that. All right, so I'm going to water it in. And hopefully I get a beautiful large rosemary over time. We'll just water that in real good. And we are gonna leave it. I'm gonna do this because I don't want to wet up my glove. I always do that. I wet my gloves up and then I'm like, ew, I don't like how that feels. All right, y'all. So that is the rosemary. I've got beautiful 2 little rosemaries. And I want to say these are peppers. I did have peppers. I'm always pulling peppers out of the garden. I don't know which pepper that could be, but I'm going to let it grow, get a little bit bigger. I'm going to transplant that into one of my new containers that I've created. And that's about it. I'm going to put the lavender in the front garden when the sun goes down some more. It's not the right time when the sun is high to go and plant your plants. So let me say a proper goodbye. I hope you got to see a good bird's eye view of what I was showing you guys. I do apologize. I am exhausted. And I've been gone from the house since about 8:30. And so, like I said, we've gone to 2 nurseries. And then here I am unloading the car. Ugh, I can't with these insects. I would love to sit here if it wasn't for the insects. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite spots because, of course, the house has blocked out the sun, so there's shade. I bought this glider and I love to rock. Rocking is very good for you all. Look into the benefits of rocking. It is very good for your mental health. It's not just for babies. So thank you again for joining me in the garden. I do apologize. I am so tired. And the flies have come back to haunt me already this year. It's only April and here they are, just in full force. I'm gonna make one of those fly trap things with brown sugar and something else I saw on Instagram because I don't want to deal with the flies over in this area again this year. It's too much. And I want to be able to sit here and enjoy and rock because rocking is good for you. So thank you for joining me in my garden, everybody. I greatly appreciate everyone who comes over and leave me messages and watches the video and shares the video and subscribes to the channel. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. So until the next video, I hope you all are well. If you're not well, I hope you get to a point to where you're well soon. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Because I'm going to sit here and rock for a little bit because it feels good.